interesting lecture about the magic number, very famous number, which is 1820. One can see a lot about it in the internet when you put 1820.com. A lot. Amazing phenomena was found by Rabbi Horowitz more than 100 years ago. And as I said, lots of interesting revelation about this number. But what I want to do now is to explain what is behind this number. Why 1820? So 1820 is multiplication of the name of God of mercy, which is in Hebrew Yud Kei Vav Kei, which is 26, and the multiplication of the name of God, which represents the sphere of kingdom, which is 65. Adnut Aleph Dalet Nun Yud. Mercy, which is a sphere of glory, really, Tiferet in Hebrew, splendor, and the sphere of kingdom, Adnut. So those are middle spheres in the tree of life, we know. And those names in twelvification come to 1820. How? So 70 times name of God of mercy, slender, 26 comes to 1820. It means 70 times 86, 1820. If you take the name of God, Adnut Aleph Dalet Nun Yud, which is 65, the sphere of kingdom, multiplying in 28. 28 is a numerical value of the Hebrew word koach, strength, also come to 1820. So basically, this number, 1820, 1820, represent the strength of God and the secrets of God. Now basically, this is the idea behind this number, and then we understand this phenomena. Why? So the first appearance of the number 1820 is in the first word in the Torah, Bereshit. Bereshit. In the beginning, God created. If you take the full numerical value of those letters, like Bet in Hebrew, 3 letters, not like in English, B, C, C. In Hebrew, every letter has meaning and has full gematria. Like Bet is like Bait, like house. Bet Yud Tav, so it's 412. Then if you take Aleph, is definitely 111, Reish, Ret, Yud, Shin. So if you take the full gematria of those letters, 6 letters of Bereshit, you come to the number 1820, indicating to us that in the beginning of creation, God created the world in 6 days. By the way, this also, the letters Bereshit are Bara, Shit. Shit is 6. God created 6 days. And in fact, the Ohr HaChaim says that the world exists only 6 days. In after Shabbos, we start again the cycle, like Einstein. Time is fixed and we are going around. Amazing. This was in Kisheshet Yamim, that 6 days created heaven and earth, not in 6 days. So, amazing. So this is why we have to keep the Shabbos. If you want the world to carry on, to get the energy to carry on, you need the Shabbos. So Barashit. So the first word also tells us the importance of creation. And tell us, like the seed, when you put the seed in the ground, nothing comes out, but in the seed, basically, you have the potential of all what will come out afterwards. The same thing in this word Bereshit, you have indication to the whole world. It is known. All the combination of Bereshit, you can make combination of 6 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 720 times. The same is there are 720 combination of the letters of Bereshit. Unbelievable. There is a book which came out. Each one indicates to something else in the creation. So Bereshit also has the letter Yeri Shabbat, fear of God, of Shabbos. Because keeping Shabbat, fear of Shabbos is the basis of creation. Also Ta'ev Shir, you have to praise God, to sing to God, also in Bereshit. Brit Esh, covenant of fire, also the same letters. So in fact, the Bereshit is a seed of the whole creation, therefore you have in it also 820, because the strength of God, the secrets of God comes out in the creation. Second stage of the number 1820 is the number of letters in the verses of creation. There are 32 verses which tell us about the creation of the world by God, first day, second day. There are also 1820 letters. So this already a stage afterwards. The third stage is our portion. When we read in the Torah, Achodesh Hazeh Lachem, this month is the first month for you, we know, the spring, the moon. And very famous Rashi. Rashi says the Torah, the meaning of the word Torah is teachings, not telling us stories. So Rashi asks the question, the first Rashi in the Torah, why does the Torah start with stories about Bereshit? The Torah should start מהחודש הזה לכם, the first commandment that the Jewish people were commanded to. So why we start with this? So Rashi brings a verse from the prophets, as in Isaiah, yeah? Koach ma'asav igid lamo. The strength of your deeds, God wanted to teach his people, the world, to tell us that God created the world with his strength, and therefore, if Jews deserve to keep the Torah mitzvot, fine, they will have this land, no terror, peace and quiet. If they will not, so we see today terror, problems, yeah, complaints, Israel doesn't belong to you. So this is, in fact, exactly what 1820 is. 1820 is a multiplication of 28 koach, adnut, the strength of the master of the word, adnut, Shem Hashem, name of God, which is exactly the purpose of the creation of this 1280 verses, telling us the strength of God. He created the world. Look what he did in Egypt, the miracles, divine providence, everything, the power of God. This is 1820, which will reveal in this number of verses, 1820 verses, up till the beginning, Achodesh Hazeh Lachem, the beginning of the first communal commandment to the Jews. Unbelievable. So, basically, what you see here is interesting development from the full Gematria of Bereshit, the first word in the Torah which contains everything, all the potentials of the word, like the seed, have all the potential. Then comes out beautiful flowers, beautiful tree. The second stage is the creation of the word by God. 1820 letters in the story of creation. Yeah. Also showing the strength of God, the mercy of God. Again, this number. Then comes the third stage, verses, 1820 verses that we read up till this Sabbath, Chodesh Hazeh Lachem, in which we see clearly the strength of God, Koach Adnut, yeah, in the creation and in divine providence, what happened in Egypt, the 10 miracles, which all prove the strength of God, you know, the 10 plagues that the Egyptian God is against the 10 things of the creation. There are 10, God created the world with 10 sayings, and this is exactly what the proof is. It means that 20 is really a number which indicates and shows the strength of God, which we had up till now. Then we come to the commandment that we have to keep definitely. There are many other things with this number. Yeah, definitely you can see it in the internet, but I only wanted to tell you what is behind this number, because in this number, which the name of God appears in the Torah 18-20 times, in Hebrew, definitely in English. Yeah, in the Torah you have the name of God of mercy, Yud Ke Vav Ke, the 4 letters, appearing exactly 18-20 times. Yeah, which fits very much with what we said, that the multiplication of God name 26 in 70. 70 is the Gematria, the numerical value of the word Sod. It means Sod Hashem, the secret of God. Very famous verse in Isaiah, which said, Sod Hashem Yireyav. The secrets of God is to those who are fearing Him. Yeah? People who are afraid of God, who keep the Torah, they know the secrets of God. Yeah? This is what we see in Bereshit. Yeah? You have the multiplication of the secrets of God, and also your Shabbat, fear of God, and covenant of fire, the Torah. It means that all this development in the world shows the strength of God and a lot of secrets of God. The Torah, especially in Kabbalah, you can see clearly what the world looks like. It goes in Kabbalah. You see exactly how the world is working. People keep Torah, Gentiles, 7 laws, and Jews, the world goes nicely. If not, not. So, this is a secret of God, and this secret one can see clearly. The Kabbalah finds all this indication in verses in the Torah, in Bereshit. So, as I said, what I told you now is a little bit of the idea of 1820. What is behind this number? Yeah, 1820 times name God, the Torah of mercy. 1820 multiplication of the secrets of God, Sod Hashem. 1820 the multiplication of the strength of God, Koach Hashem. This is exactly what the first Rashi said. A verse in Isaiah, Koach Ma'aseh B'Gil Lamo. The strength of God, it told his people. And this is what exactly 1820. So, there is much more. It's worthwhile seeing everything in the Torah with 1820. There are a lot of things. We only brought the idea behind and how it developed, like the seed develops from the one word Bereshit, 1820 in full Gematria, goes into 1820 letters of the creation, thanks of God, and goes into 1820 verses, which clearly show the strength of God and the secrets of God. So, very important. And you see how much is to learn in the Torah. So, have a good Shabbos. This is important Shabbos, really. Shabbos of the portion Bo, where we have the story of Passover. And from then on, we carry on going portions of the Torah about each festival. Next week, we are going on Shabbos. We read the story of the Red Sea. This is again the 7th day of Passover. Then we read the portion of Jethro, Yitro. This is again Shavuot. And we got the Torah. Then we read the portion of Mishpatim, of judgment. No, this is again the days of Orosh, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur. Then we read the portion of Tumah, building the Mishkan, the testimony, which is again Sukkah, represents the testimony. Then we carry on with Atat Tetzaveh, the commandments to kindle, to kindle light, candle in the temple, in the tabernacle. This is again Chanukah, commanding us kindling Chanukah. Then we have Kitisa, where we are indication to Mordechai, in one of the spices. Mordro, Purim. So amazing. We start now, very important time, and therefore we should prepare ourselves, build ourselves, keep Torah, and only then peace and quiet will come to Israel and to the whole world.